Hope everyone is doing great. I know it's really early. I don't normally do videos this early. Oh, what am I saying? I ain't done a video in forever. Not since the one I did day before yesterday. We are almost ready. Almost ready for the road. We got most of our totes on there. All I got left is like one more tote, and I gotta buckle down the tarps I'm bringing. I got some old carnival style tarp. Oh, these I got carnival style tarps, but almost ready. And we got what is that? Thermal thermal overalls and several sweaters and whatever we need. So we're about ready to be able to head that way. Excuse all the sniffling. I've got I don't know. I think I'm catching some drainage there, changing the weather, you know. But yeah, there's our car that the water tank. I didn't figure out a way to take it, so I don't guess what. Unless I cut the top open and I just shoved the tarps inside of it, maybe I can set it on top of it. No, that's gonna be too tall. But anyway, there's the little man. But this car, there's drive time is a car lot that sells, well, sort of reasonable. But while I was at the chicken plant as a supervisor, I was making plenty enough money to do that. But everything kept falling apart on that car. Something leaked on the inside of it. I have no idea what in the world happened there, but it just starts mold in there. It just started to. We were using this cab for this car. We were using that car for Uber and stuff. And then suddenly every time we turned around, we was hearing swashing noises and stuff, and like water flopping around and stuff. And then the back seat started getting soaking wet, and then we was trying to clean it out with shop vacs and stuff about every day. And then something's going on with the charge thing on it. It's literally killing batteries. I bought 5 batteries in the last couple of months. Part of the reason why I'm so pissed off with that car company. We got a bumper-to-bumper warranty. The only things that are not covered, this is what they sold me on, is the windshield. They are not responsible for it. They're not responsible for tires or brakes. Okay, that's fine. Or rotors, any of that, that's fine. Bumper-to-bumper, I take care of my own brakes and rotors and my own tires and my own windshield. But everything else is on them. Then the thing starts breaking down where it shuts off in the middle of driving down the road. It will shut off, and then the only way you can get the thing to restart is to run out there, take the negative cable off of the battery, sit there for 5 minutes, put the negative cable back on, reboot the car, start it up, and then drive for another 30-45 minutes, and it'll shut down again on you. Yeah, obviously you can't do Uber in that. Called them and told them to repo it. They're like, well, you're under contract. They're going to breach contract. It doesn't matter. I'm going to file bankruptcy on all this shit anyway. Anyway, so that one's being repoed on the first. That one there, I've had that. Y'all remember that car? That was the one that I bought down in Louisiana to make a cab out of, and I run it for a little over a year as a cab in Louisiana, and then we left there and we went up to Tennessee and tried to build a cab company there, and then went up there to where I was a supervisor over at a chicken plant, and a couple months after getting there, several months, about 4 or 5 months after, it decided to go down on us, and that was the reason why we had gotten the gray car. But that's been 2.5, 3 years ago, almost. Boy, lots happened since I've talked to y'all. Yeah, I got away from the YouTube for a little while because of the trolls or whatever, but is part of it, and just part of it, not all of it, but anyhow, I haven't made any kind of. See how I get off track? That's not what I was talking about. What I was saying, that car, I told them to come repo it 3 years ago. Told them to repo it. They said they do not repo. That is a finance company. They do not repo. What do you mean you don't repo? Why do you have a lien on my title then? You don't repo it. Well, they're not going to give me a release. They're not going to repo it, and they quit calling me. From what I understand, that debt has been charged off for them, so they don't care. But they won't give me a title, so I can't sell the damn thing. They won't repo it, so I'm at a crossroad now to where I have to leave it. My landlord, the people that let us stay in this house, I should say, they agreed to hold on to it for me until next summer, and and then the money that I borrowed from them to go in that direction, the money that's in my pocket right now to get to Slab City, or hopefully get it at least close, was loaned to me on the car, for the most part, most of it. I mean, we did sell a few things, a TV and some yard ornaments, what do I call them, barbecue grill, chairs, things like that, yard stuff. And we had a garage sale, which we made pretty decent, but most of it cost there's really not hardly any opportunities here. I mean, this town, I used to live here years ago, about 12 years ago, before any of y'all met me. I lived here in this town, and it took everything I had. I mean, literally just wiped me clean. And it was right after I had shut down B&T Taxi in McAlester, Oklahoma, which was the big cab service, the first one that I made. But I had come out here then, and I had the worst time, man. I was living in an abandoned house when I lived here 12 years ago. And it's simple. They, have you tried praying? Of course, yes. I pray all the time. You were a chicken plucker. No, actually, I was a supervisor. I watched the people that, well, no, we didn't pluck the chickens. I can't say that. The chickens come already plucked and deheaded, and literally didn't have the bottom halves, the drumsticks on a chicken, the bottom part of it. they take that off, and that goes to a different plant. But my department, I had the specialty department. They had put in a new department. They were trying something new. They did not think it was going to last a month. They thought we were going to close up on it, and that was there was another company who used to do livers and gizzards, and they were ordering their livers and gizzards from a different company to put with their orders. So they decided, all right, well, we're going to order livers and gizzards from the kill plant in a vast quantity, and we're going to put it in there, and we're going to see if we can build a department that is designed to literally do just the livers and gizzards, and then do all of the the redos on the other lines, the quality control flags that they get, and then we would do them. But I took that department, and they told me, they said this probably won't last more than about a month, but just try what you can, see what you can do. And I completely redesigned that department. Ended up getting approved for twice as many people as what I was, because I started out with like 14 people, and then I ended up with 28. Then they bumped it up and ended up like 40 people. I mean, it kept growing, and I had literally had a whole side of the plant that was literally just mine to do whatever, as long as I got the work done. And I had like 40 people working on it. So yeah, my job was to walk around and make sure that they were doing their job, and explaining to them how to do it, how I wanted it done, and training new people, and doing all of the other crap, disciplinary actions. You gotta write them up when they're late, and when they miss too much, and this and that, just supervisor stuff. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. But I left and come this way for whatever reason, and I thought maybe I could jump in one of these plants here and do good, and shoot, no. Man, I've never, ever had, and I think I said this the other day, but I never had more than 2 jobs in a year. In a 12-month span, I have never had more than 2 jobs. I've been here 3 months and have had 6 jobs. These people are hiring temps, working them for a day, 2 days, 3 days, if you're lucky, maybe a week, and then sending you away, sending you back to the temp service, and do it again. That motorcycle? Yes, that is what. Hold on, I can't give you that side of it. I don't want to get the tag on it, but that is what I am taking to California. We are leaving hopefully today. We'll be on the road, and this is the majority of what I'm bringing with me. I've got those tarps on the other side. I gotta figure out some way of putting that water drum on there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I've got a solar panel. It's got to go on there and everything. But yeah, I mean, this was just a frame. This was just a frame, and we put the hitch on it. I put the hitch on my bike. I've got let me see if I can get it without getting the tag. But yeah, I mean, we did all of that, and I got the wiring. The wiring sucked, man. I had to go up into the trunk to get the wires. I couldn't. The bottom of the bike there, oh man, I have had hell with them daggum lights. But I got it now, Got lights on it. It's working. Tires are fixed. Not the greatest, but they should make it. I'm hoping. Yeah, we had it planned. We were gonna. You need a bloodhound for the trip. Well, that's as close as I got to a bloodhound. Little man, come here. Say hi. There's my little man. That's as close to a bloodhound as I got. But oh, I look a lot older, don't I? The gray is really coming out. Oh. I know. Go blow your nose already. I've been nonstop trying to get all of this done, and it's been a whirlwind trying to get this all. But what is that? Oh, how do you shut notifications for TikTok off? I can't figure that stupid TikTok out for nothing. Although I probably should, because, you know, I guess because I probably should post stuff on it. Alright, you need to put olive oil in the beard. It helps. No. I cannot believe after that many years, y'all still hung up on the Bible oil. Lord have mercy. That was a crazy adventure, though. I mean, that was... I guess the moral of that one, not the moral, but the lesson in that whole ordeal was just because they seem to be good people, Christians, whatever you want to call them, you know, just because they seem to be that way does not necessarily mean they are. And people will deceive you by any means necessary to get what they want. And that is definitely the lessons we learned there. No, I am not fighting cause for no equal village. He does have a nice, beautiful camp. Well, parts of it. And I like Cause. Cause was pretty cool. He's all right. Not a bad guy. I went over there a few times, hung out with him. How do I put that? We're just different. We're different people, you know. But he's a good guy. He's all right from what I could tell of him. I mean, yeah, there's people that know him better than I do, and they might have a different opinion. But opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Am I excited to see Daddy? Who's Daddy? Ain't nobody up there big enough or important enough or anything for me to call him Daddy. Nope. Oh, yeah, Lewis, he called it. Why you had them girls calling him Daddy? I don't know, but anyway, Lewis, there's a character. I liked him. I mean, I did. He was all right. And he's got a good heart, and he tries. He tried a little too hard sometimes, you know. I mean, you know, he was really helpful on that Feed the Hungry in San Diego that we went on. He was pretty helpful on that, although he brought a bunch of stuff claiming that we were going to be able to see this AI hologram thing, and then he never set it up, which I begged to see it. I don't know how many times. I love electronics. I love seeing that stuff. That is just really interesting to me, and he never um, he never produced um, any hologram. Let's see. Do we got a dog pound? Hey, buddy. Yes, and been ages. Yes, it has. It has definitely been ages. Long time, long time. Very long time. Yeah, well, to make the whole story short for you, uh, Joseph, I, I tried. I did. I left, and when I was traveling around, everybody kept saying, "Oh, you need to get a job, get a place, you know, um, get the kind of life that they live." I guess I don't know, but I tried. I did good. I really did, but I wasn't happy. It's not. I don't know. I'm wired different. I like to travel, and uh, I like wild and crazy things and stuff. I think that's why I'm always been attracted to Slab City, and wanted to go. I've been wanting to go back. Uh, and anyhow, I was a supervisor for close to 2 years in Mississippi at a chicken plant. I was just explaining that earlier to some of the others, and um, what I was doing and stuff. I had uh, quite a few people that worked under me, and uh, yeah, I did real good, man. I was shoot, I was making I was on salary for 65,000 a year, which is pretty good. It's right at $1,000 a week. Um, Bring home and everything, and then Selena was making 600 something. But she developed carpal tunnel and had to go and get her both of her wrists surgery. They had cut it here, and then they went in here and had to do some kind of weird stuff up in there. And she tried to go back to work, but no, it's just uh, she's not really able to do any kind of strenuous stuff with her hands anymore. Um, and she was off work for a little while, and then that kind of set us back a little bit. I got to sitting there looking around. I'm like, man, how in the world is this setting us back when? And that's just, I don't know. I had too many bills, too many, you know, trying to put Selena out to pasture. Hell no. No, 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 not at all. No. She is, she is my lady, and she is going to stay with me, not getting out to pasture. She goes out to pasture, it's going to be a pasture with only me and her. mm, no, it doesn't matter to me. They can chop her hands off. She's still sticking with me, as long as she wants to. I don't know why in the world she would. I'm crazy as hell. Yeah, she gets mad at me all the time. I have to let her do everything with the house and stuff, because otherwise I'd turn it into something you see out in the slabs. I'll start doing crazy stuff to it and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, um, so yeah, we tried, we did everything we could. It's just miserable. There's no, you know, I'd rather be half starved building a camp out of out of other people's junk and doing stuff like that out there in the slabs than I would to sit there and you burn up all your hours up there to at a that 9 to 5. But being a supervisor, and I worked more hours than the rest of them. Everybody worked usually an 8 hour day, and I was 10 to 12 hours before I'd come out of there usually. And it's just, I don't know, no sense of travel, no sense of uh, nothing. And then I get up here to Oklahoma, which I swore I would not go back to Oklahoma unless I was just visiting. I wouldn't go back to live. I got talked into coming back up here, and that all blew up in my face. My pops begged me to come up here, and then I mean it's not anybody's fault, and it certainly ain't Pop's fault. He, although he feels bad about it, he seems to think it's his fault. It's not. It's just the way it happened, you know. It just I come up here to take care of him, and when I got up here, he was doing worse than what we thought, and so he needed to go to the doctor. But his doctor is in Arkansas, so he had to go to Arkansas. So we helped him. We helped him get over there, and of course he's got he's got some heart issues and diabetes problem, you know, and the Henrietta area, Oklahoma. Oh man, I hope you talk yourself out of that. Oklahoma sucks. This place sucks. This place ain't worth a crap. Can't make it for nothing. I mean, yeah, you probably could if you get if you get some kind of SSI or a pension or something like that to where you have a monthly income and stuff. Yeah, you could probably make it okay. But oh, you take one look at this place. If you had ever seen it back when I back 12 years ago or so, or even less time than that, we've come through here and visited within the last couple of years or so. But something's happened out here, and probably the same crap that happened to me. They just not keeping people in the workforce, and they keep going through them all because they got so many different. And anyhow, there is an abundance amount of homeless here. People that are literally living in some of these abandoned houses and everything else, and there's like they've taken away everything that they had going for them. I mean, they had a Greyhound bus station here. It's not anymore. They had a bus like almost like a cat's bus, but not a cat's bus, like a city bus almost, that would literally go from here to Tulsa. No more. They had several missions. No, they ain't got but I think two. They got two missions now, and they fill up so quick it's unreal. But you don't want it anywhere around. Well, I wouldn't go anywhere an hour away from Tulsa. We're an hour away from Tulsa. I wouldn't go anywhere in that area because, man, I can go down here to this other town up the road a ways, about a 20-minute drive or whatever. I can go over there. It's the same daggum thing. Same thing. But anyway, so we get here and we desperately trying to find a place to live, and we found a house that was being remodeled. You may as well say it was almost like an abandoned house, almost the way it was. Hey, I went and applied for a manager at McDonald's, and I got that, and No, man, I went up into the kitchen and there, in the training. It just, yeah. I tell you what, I, I very reluctantly ever eat at McDonald's anymore. Not after everything I seen in there. No, Oh, and dude, I got fired from a juice plant for asking too many questions. Where I'm looking is south of Tulsa and east Oklahoma City along Route 40. Good morning. Good morning. How's it going, Joyce? But uh, got fired from a chicken plant. I mean, not a chicken plant, but the juice plant. I didn't get fired from the chicken plant. I left there to come up here. Um, but I went to juice plant. They used to call it Whitlock, I think, or whatever. It's called something different now. But I went over there. They used to run about 150 to 200 people a day back in the day when, because I worked there years and years ago. 150, maybe 200 people was in that juice factory working. Now there's not. There's literally about 15 people on average, 15, 20 people. And I got a job driving forklift in there. And they took me in there and asked me if I would train for hazardous materials. Sure. I went in there and I trained for it and got trained for the, basically all they do is they tell you how to put out a fire if this flammable material catches on fire or whatever, which I'm thinking, okay, well, they do some alcohol drinks and stuff, so there'll be some flammable stuff in there. Oh, man, I unloaded a daggum semi-trailer full of 55-gallon drums. Little man, come here. Little man, come here. You've seen them every day. You got to go running and barking. Come here. Okay, anyway, chill out. Sit down. So I was unloading this semi-truck full of 55-gallon drums. There's 4 of them on a pallet. Pull them out there, and I'm noticing every single one of these drums say flammable. All right, they make something with alcohol, so that makes sense. I get the whole truck unloaded, and then I go up there and get my little labels that I got to put on the barrels, and I'm putting the labels on the barrels. I'm going about halfway through there, not paying attention, not reading the labels or nothing else. And I looked at the label, and I put one on there, and it said apple juice. I said, what? And I was like, that's weird. And I put another one on, the one next to it, and I put them on, and then the other stack that would come off of the other truck, I went to put one of them on, and that says orange juice. And so I start reading the labels, and they're all, the one side of it's all orange juice, and the other side's all apple juice. Well, they do juices, and they do like the 100% apple juice that you get, the big bottles and stuff, and the 100% orange juice and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm sure y'all probably asking yourselves the same question. What the hell is flammable? Yeah, what's flammable in 100% apple juice? You tell me. Nothing. Yeah, probably. But it said flammable. So I went in there and I told my boss, I was like, hey, I think somebody gave me the wrong labels here. I've got orange juice and apple juice being put on 55-gallon drums that say flammable. Oh, no, that's right. How is that right? What is flammable in apple juice or orange juice? Oh, no, it's in the concentrate, but most of it all burns off when they cook it. And I said, burns off? Most of it? What is it? Some methanurite. I think I may be saying that wrong, but it's something. It started with meth. And I'm thinking, what the hell are they putting in this stuff? So I start reading ingredients. You do not want to know what's in what is in that Splenda, that stuff that makes diet soda. You don't want to know what's in that. That's insane. There's four big old words in there that I couldn't even come close to pronouncing. Uh, and yeah, I started seeing all kinds of stuff there, and I started asking questions at the farm milking bulls. Uh, um, yeah, right. Uh, anyway, um, started asking questions, and they they asked for volunteers to go home early. And of course, I was like, yeah, okay, all right, I'd go, I'll go, and come back in the next day, and they meet me at the gate, wouldn't even let me in the gate, and fired me. And the only thing is asking too many questions. That's the only thing that I could think of. They asking too many questions. I don't know. They didn't. They acted like they didn't want to answer, and it kind of messed me up there because I'm like, how in the world is 100% apple juice flammable? Why is there something in that that's flammable? And why is it that sugar comes in a what a five or like a I don't know 4 or 5 thousand pound one of those big huge ass bags that you see on the back of semis and stuff that they put sand and stuff in. Sugar comes in that, and you have to have a 5 gallon bucket of some kind of stuff that they put in there that they said activates the sugar. What the? How are you activating sugar? What? Why do you need to activate sugar? You know what I mean? Why do you have to activate? Why do you have to have a bucket of stuff that has to go in with the sugar to activate the sugar? And that's exactly what they're saying. These are the questions I was asking. Why is it they're telling me that this makes no sense? The the drums, the thing that they were making their Arizona teas, they were making that stuff, and one of the cylinders was plumb just wide open. Anything can get in it, and that was where they were bottling it. Yeah, I was asking questions. That was messed up. That just mm-mm. Tell you one thing, I don't look at juice the same way anymore. Mm-mm. That apple juice, that pure apple juice, that cheap version of the pure apple juice and the orange juice and stuff. No, that's all chemical based. There ain't nothing natural about it. 100%, uh, 100% apple juice, 100% orange juice. That's bullshit. Flat out. That is not 100% orange juice or apple juice. But yeah, got fired from a daggone juice plant for asking too many questions. Yep. Worked at a vape shop or head shop. They call them head shops. And, where they sell all the pipes and widgets and gadgets and stuff like that. Smoking apparatuses and that THCA um, weed and joints and stuff, and then you got the the hydroxys, which is basically a um, I don't know, maybe a different chemical based type substitute for crap. Um, so dilders. Are you saying dildos? Yeah, they had some of them up there too. They had a whole section of adult toys. That was weird. Especially having to go over there to sell it to some lady that walks up or something, and you're standing there trying to. Yeah, I wasn't describing what it was. I just and one lady come up there asked me about one, and I'm looking. I'm like, all I know is it's a damn dildo. You use. I, I couldn't answer. I was like, nope. I don't. I am not explaining what that is. If you don't know, then you probably don't need to be in this section. But anyway, yeah, that was weird. But yeah, they sell that stuff too. Now the one over on the west side, the one I worked at, they didn't have that section. So I liked it over there more because but I only had like the whole time I worked there, I only had like two different customers in that section. Most people all avoid that whole area. But yeah, they have them too. But anyhow, so today our game plan is to finish getting this loaded. I got to run and get. I got to get a tote from my landlord. Say give me another tote because we got a bunch of stuff loaded, but we still got some stuff that we haven't gotten yet. So thought you'd be on the road already. I was supposed to be on the road. What is today's? Today's Sunday. I was supposed to be on the road Friday, but today's the last day. I have got to leave today. Come tomorrow, the cold front's coming in, and Tuesday they're having a winter storm. I gotta be gone. If I ain't going, I'm not gonna make it. I'm on a motorcycle. I am not driving in snow and all of that, trying to get there to the mountains and stuff. So yeah, yeah. I got a few more little things I gotta take care of, and then what little? Holy crap! Are you cold? Are you cold? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Get in your spot. Ain't wanting warmed up. Yeah, we have to bundle up and everything just to leave and go with it now. I wasn't sure that bike was going to handle it, but shoot, that thing holding that way, no problem. I mean, we went for a cruise last night around pulling the trailer. That's why we got everything loaded on it right now. Now I've got to take the straps off and start putting other stuff on there. And get the tarps on there. I got to get one more tote, and then I got to put my solar panel up there. I've got I've got a good charge controller and a good inverter and a battery. I only got one battery. I'm gonna have to get more batteries. And we just hope and pray we make it okay. I mean, it's gonna be way tighter than what I thought. But we should be on our way. Tell Selena to get her a. That's right. Yeah, let's get the show on the road. Moving fast and traveling light. Yeah, yeah. Well, we're not going to be traveling really fast. I'm not going to push that bike more than about 60, 65 miles an hour with that trailer and stuff. I mean, it's an 89 model. It's got an oil leak. The battery's shot in it. I mean, the battery is no good. I haven't gotten me a new battery, so I have to jump start it every time. She runs good. Y'all seen that white pickup truck I had that I don't know if I ever did any videos back then or not, but I got in a white pickup truck. Yeah, they should have some videos of it in Tennessee. I put some deer horns on the front of it, had antlers on the front of it. But anyway, it's a old F-150. Had some had some problems, but it would get up and run, And I wasn't using it anymore, and I traded it for that bike, even swap. Show us some lovely teeth. Yeah, I ain't got many. I ain't got teeth up there, up on the top. I had them taken out years ago. Matter of fact, not too long before I went out to the slabs the first time. I had them taken out. You can't hardly notice. I mean, nobody hardly ever notices. Well, my bottom teeth are out this way. I mean, I used to have a pretty good size overbite, and I took the teeth, had the teeth taken out because they were. Doctors put me on Adderall. It's supposed to slow down the ADD. It speeds you up, and I guess it helps with the ADD, but man, it rots your daggum teeth out worse than crack. I just said that. I don't know. I mean, I've never messed with crack, but back what I miss, nothing. Uh, I am not ditching Selena or the dog. I thought about letting my dog stay with the landlord and stuff over here, but because I worried about having him out there because he's a very social dog. He will run up on another dog to sniff them and visit with them and stuff, and that's not a good place to do that. We'll have to keep him on the leash the whole time because he gets it in his mind he's running towards something and he ain't listening to nothing. He is not fixing it. You can holler, scream all you want to. He's gonna keep on rolling. So yeah, I thought about leaving him with, but he's been with me ever since he was little bitty. I can't leave him. I gotta take him. Yeah, they gave me legal meth. That's what it was. And I had that for years when I was here in Oklahoma. Um, uh, that's that's when I had gotten away from all of that and all the they had me on a lot of pain pills and stuff like that. I messed my back up years and years ago, and I got bad addicted to all the pain pills and all of that stuff, and uh, I come off of all of that stuff and clean my system up and got away from all that stuff. I seen what it was doing to me. Started smoking weed. Smoke weed all the time, and there was never any need for Adderall or anything similar to that. So I was able to beat that addiction. Thank God. My heart goes out to them that are in that addiction, whether it be in the legal form or not legal form. My heart really goes out to you because that's a that's a beast in itself that is, wow, hard to overcome. Really hard to overcome. Pain pills are really hard to get over. Am I taking a tent or something? Yes, I want to take a tent. I need a tent. I have to have a tent. All I have right now is a couple of tarps that were given to me, which are which are literally um, the tarps that you tarps that they use to go around like a game on a carnival. I'll show you. I showed everybody else a little bit ago. I'll show you. Hold on. Yeah, I got two of them. One of them, it's about 20 or 30 foot long. That one that's on the bottom, and I have no idea what that folded up one is. I haven't opened it, and I'm not going to fold it down tight, and so I'm just sewing it up there, and that's what I got to start with, and this is how I'm getting there. I got more stuff to put on there. I have a solar system and stuff like that, but most everything else we're leaving behind. But that's what I'm coming up there on. See all the stickers. I was letting people put all kind of stickers on the bike. Figure any of y'all that have YouTube channels and y'all get little stickers or bumper stickers or anything like that. It's a nice house. When you're talking about that, it's a mess. We had a garage sale out there, so we got to get all of that stuff picked up. Now that it's basically an abandoned house, but I talked to the owners and they let us stay there. But they turned the electric and the water on, and we ain't had the ability to pay anything, and we're basically just a drain on them. Not to mention, the inside of it's not quite done yet. I like how the tarp house. I like how it folds up. Oh, okay. Yeah. It'll be a good start. But I am in need of a tent. I don't have enough to go and buy one. I've got literally just enough, I think, to make it. That's not giving very much leeway for eats and things like that. So it's gonna be. Come on, little. This chair is not big enough for you to. Oh, you always got to weasel in right next to me, don't you? You like being squished, don't you? Okay. Anyway. How long have we been? We're not squatting at the house. The owners let us stay here. We're trying to get on our feet, and we like I say, you can't find work here. I mean, every little bit of money I made went towards you know groceries, gas, running around trying to find more work, and parts for that damn car I've had to work on nonstop, and things like that. And just I'm not going to stay here and be a drain on them anymore, and I'm not going to stay here in this town and can't find no work or nothing else. I mean, if I get, come on, little. If you're that cold, go in the house. Actually, I like it better if you're on this side. That works out better. What are you grunting about? But anyhow, what? What are you wanting? Are you cold? Go back inside. Here, come on. Ah, that's what it is. Lift up my hoodie. Yeah, that's what you want. You're wanting up underneath the hoodie. Whoa! God, daggum. Little man, that nose is cold. Quit. That's what it was. You're cold. Why don't you go inside? You think you're cold now. Golly, you're going on that bike. It's going to be really cold. You're going to be up under my hoodie. He wants that camp. Oh. Anyhow. So yeah, Selena should be getting up in a little bit, and I'll have to get off of here and start again. I hate the fact that we ain't got no. I mean, shoot, I was fixing to get I was trying to work out a deal. Um, the people that own the house, matter of fact, they had a box truck that they were going to sell me for 2,500, and I thought I was going to get enough money out of the car and stuff and things to at least get close to it. And it didn't happen. Would have been nice because we would have been able to bring a lot more stuff, and we would have been able to bring stuff that would have been very beneficial to building a nice, beautiful camp. But now we're taking the bare necessities, and we're gonna have to start from scratch out there. Good morning, RV Flies. Is that what I'm reading? I ain't got my glasses on. I can't hardly see any of it. I gotta make the words on my phone bigger. My eyes are failing very fast. Yeah, when y'all see me in the slabs the last time, I had better than average vision. Wasn't no need for glasses or nothing at all, ever. Got to where I was needing reading glasses, for reading and stuff, and now my glasses are not that strong, but they're there, and I so close to read. Oh, I'm getting where I can't hardly see at all. At the same time, carrying more would weigh you down. Yeah, it would. But if I'd have got the box truck, I would have made my RV out of the box truck, and then because I would have still had my bike. I'd probably loaded my bike up into the. It's an old U-Haul. That's how I got my bike here. I didn't ride my bike here. I actually put it in the U-Haul when we come here. But then when we got here and realized I wasn't nowhere to go, before we found this, we stayed in. We literally lived in the U-Haul for 3 days before we had to turn it in. But all right, see you later, Joyce. But yeah, as far as a tent, yeah, I could really use one. I'd like to get a decent sized one because, of course, being out there, it's good to have a pretty good sized one. When you got room to move around in it and stuff. And I got to get some kind of air up mattress or some kind of something, because obviously we can't take our bed and everything with us. Everything else is staying behind. A lot of stuff I'm leaving behind. Yes, I have a Facebook. My Facebook is, let's see, there's two of them. There's the Tommy Elston, that the picture says A to B taxi. That I don't use that anymore. I do get notifications from it for some reason, so it's still active and I can jump in it, but it's not the one I use. I use the one with my actual name. It says Thomas Elston, and it looks like it's an AI image of me standing, like, I think it's between some rocks or something, like almost like an apocalyptic type scene, and I'm coming out of the rubble, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, if you look it up, it's just Thomas, Thomas, Elston, Elston. Look for a picture of somebody coming out of the rocks or whatever. And, yep, that'd be me. But yeah, I have Facebook. I'm planning on making another. I'll probably change the name or something once I. Okay, yeah, I got notification that you're following, but I got 2 notifications, so I guess you're following both of them. Yeah, I get notifications for the other one, but I'm not following. You can contact me on Facebook if you like. All right, will do. I definitely will. Oh, you only have followed one. I got 2 notifications. Anyway, um, yeah, any of you want to follow me on Facebook, go for it. What is it, Little? What are you doing? Is that the way you want to ride to? You want to ride to California? All right, we'll see you later, Joyce. I'm not too far behind you. I'll be heading out. Beautiful, beautiful trans woman. Who? Look at your buddy. Get my buddy. Oh, you want to go run? Come on. No, you're not wanting to go run? Okay. Come on. You can come back up here. Come on. Okay, you want to look at the bottom of it. Okay. Dog's name is Little Man. We call him Little Man. Oh, me? Mm-mm. Dude, ain't nothing about me a trans. Not even close. I'm not even a slight bit flamboyant. Nothing. Unbelievable. Charles Melzall. Have I been driving cab? No. I sold the cab company down in Louisiana. Built the one up in Tennessee that y'all were watching me like by the Pizza Hut and stuff most of the time. Lost everything I had trying to build that cab company in Tennessee. That didn't work. That was a bad location. Very bad location.
You're leaving?
Huh?
Are we leaving?
We're going to, as soon as we get up and start getting things loaded. I'm hoping to be out of here by noon or so, if I can. Huh?
It's cold.
It's cold. Yeah, I know it's cold. But have I been driving cab? No. As a matter of fact, I still have the old cab. I was telling everybody else. I still have the old cab. I'm trying to sell it. I can't figure out what to do with it. These people are. See, I still got the old cab. See, they're gonna store it here for me till next summer, and next summer I'll, if I'm able to, so I can get if I can get the tags and stuff on it, then I'll come back and get it and bring it back that way. You know, take a bus and get a bus here or something, and then drive the car back or something. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to Cypress to build a camp. Yeah, we have all lost everything at some point in time. You're right, and I've done it several times. So that's why it's not. It is what it is. I don't care so much. I mean, yeah, I'm leaving a lot of stuff behind, but you know, landlords they're going to donate most of it. I think they're going to donate a lot of the furniture and the extra clothes and stuff like that because I can't bring all that stuff with me. I just simply do not have I don't have the capability. I mean, literally, this thing's only going to hold so much weight. I put all that on it and drove it around last night, and hell, it handled that no problem. And all we really have is one more tote, and then these canvases, which can be folded up, they're going to be put on top. And then on top of that, I got to put my big solar panel. Solar panel's one of the, like the kind I had at the old camp. I had the big one. I think it was like 300 watt or whatever, something like that. It's the big one. It's the one like the size of a dining room table. It's a big one. But anyway, it's just like that, only it's just a little bit skinnier. It's just a hair bit smaller, a little bit. Oh no, they ain't bulldozing the house. The house still needs a lot of work. Yeah, well, that's what we're taking. That's what we're gonna be on, and gonna be leaving out sometime today. And Selena's up and about. She come out here and said something to me, so that means that we gotta get to work. So I guess I'm gonna have to end this for now. I am going to try to figure out how to do live stream while we're traveling, if I can. I mean, I could do a live stream, but I don't know how well you know what, we're on this thing. Let me go ahead and check this out real quick and see. I can put this on here. Okay, I accidentally pushed the wrong button. Now let's see. Okay, well, I guess that'll be. Well, that's. No, I didn't close it out. I accidentally, when I put it on my. Y'all still see me? Hello? Did I get the video going? Yeah, okay. Alright. Anyway, no, I went to put it on my thing, and the bracket was changed, and it pushed the button on the side of the phone that turns the phone off. Where am I? I'm in Oklahoma. In one of the crappiest towns in this place. Anyway, alright, I'm going to have to close out and talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed time. We will see y'all later. Wait a minute, this ain't even giving me an option of closing out. Okay, are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes.